Welcome to Combat Corner. My name is Kobe.
His name's Kobe, and my name's Jackson. It's still the same.
Still the same.
But
Same
if
as
you're
last
new
time.
here, that's our names. Just a
It
fun
is.
fact. That's what we go by. That's what people know us as. And today we'll be discussing UFC 302.
That's correct.
Islam Makhachev versus Dustin Poirier.
That's correct. We're in a very windy area right now. It's very windy.
Well, we're not in a windy area. We're inside,
Yeah,
but
but-
it's windy outside.
Jesus, it's fucking loud, isn't it?
Yeah.
You guys shouldn't be able to hear that though. So today we're going to be talking about Ripper.
Maybe they can hear it.
They might, but wait. Stop it now.
It's the wind.
Guys, we're going
it's
to be
the wind.
reviewing Ripper Monster Juiced. It's one of the Monster Energy varieties.
With juice.
With juice. So
Juice. Juice.
let's get into the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Combat Corner.
Not much of a fizz, crackle,
Not
pop.
much of a fizz.
Bit
This
of
is
a-
£1.
1 pound fish.
You paid £1.49 for this.
Yep. Yeah, they.
Where is this from? Why are they getting this from the UK?
I don't know. I asked the guy at the dairy. I said, "Do
Did
you
you really?
import this?" I won't do the accent, but he said no. There's heaps of suppliers in New Zealand now. Before COVID, apparently he had to import these kind of ones, but
High caffeine content, not recommended for children, pregnant or breastfeeding women. Too late.
that's nice.
That's pretty fucking good. But
What
it doesn't
kind of
show
juice?
how much like caffeine is in this. That's why I think it must have been imported from England.
It has
because
vitamins,
It does.
vitamins, as you would say. 'cause you-
Monster Energy UK Limited.
What kind of juice is this? Doesn't even say what flavor the juice is. The juice is loose. The magical smells in the air, driving out to surf the north shore of Oahu, was our inspiration for Monster Ripper.
Look, guys. That tastes fucking good.
Tropical
It
juices.
actually tastes really good.
We could have a winner on our
Probably
hands
quite
today.
high on sugar. I want to see.
Anyway, while Kobe looks at the sugar
Doesn't tell you
content,
how much sugar's in it either.
we've got our first half decent card since UFC 300.
42 grams.
42 grams of sugar.
Half decent. The it's pretty top heavy. This one. We've got the top two fights being really, really excellent, and then it really does drop off from there. I mean, Kevin Holland's always a fun watch.
Yeah.
But the guy who's fighting, Mikhail Oleksiejczuk, is not exactly the highest of calibers, losing his last fight to Mikhail Pereira. For some reason, he's been given another chance on the pay-per-view, an even higher place. They really must like this guy or something. I don't know. But, after that, we've got Jailton Almeida, Randy Brown. It's not the best card in the world. Let's be real. It's very, very top-heavy.
But,
The top is very heavy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sean Strickland, Paulo Costa has not pulled out of his
Paul
fight yet.
Acosta.
Pulled out of the fight, Costa.
That's something I heard, yeah. Paulo Costa. It's not Paulo Costa from Brazil. It's Paul O'Costa from Ireland.
Oh.
That's who's fighting. So Sean Strickland. No, sorry, guys. Look, we'll start with the main event. How about that? How about we'll go back to our roots. Islam Makhachev is returning to action for the first time since beating Alexander Volkanovski
October last year.
October last year. That was one of our first ones that we did, actually.
We didn't release it.
We didn't. But we did talk about it the week after, I think. Maybe.
We were still
Anyway,
crying.
we were still pretty upset about that.
Emotional.
Dustin Poirier getting what is probably, let's be real, his last chance to win a belt. It's his third go. He obviously lost to Khabib. He obviously lost to Charles. And now he's obviously going to lose to Islam.
What?
Look. I would love DP, the Diamond, to get it done. That would be quite possibly the coolest moment I've ever watched, ever, in the UFC. I would probably scream like a little girl, cry, I'd be real hyped if that was to happen, but it's not going to happen. There's absolutely no chance in God's green earth that happens.
I think there's a chance.
Well, there is a chance. But you know what I'm trying to say, right?
I know what you're saying. I think what you're saying is Islam has so far in his come up, been quite a prolific wrestler, and is very good at kind of pressure fighting. And Dustin has lost twice to people that will take him to the ground and kind of start shooting submissions, both in championship fights. But what I want to say is, can we bring up Islam's rise to the lightweight belt? Because in my opinion, there's not all that much to talk about. I mean, this guy came off. Who did he beat to go up against Charles? Bobby Green. He beat Bobby Green.
Bobby Green stepping in for Beneil Dariush,
Doesn't
who
matter.
pulled out. Same with the Dan Hooker fight.
Doesn't matter.
Does kind of matter.
What
he
I'm
was
saying is
getting booked up against top guys, but they were pulling out. People didn't want to fight this guy on his come up. Like, let's be real. People didn't want to fight this guy on his come up. And since he got to the top, he's looked nothing short of spectacular. And he's absolutely made easy work of top lightweights. Bobby Green, Dan Hooker, made it look so simple
top
and easy.
lightweights.
Yeah.
These
top
guys are
15
ranked
lightweights.
outside the top. Yeah, the top 10.
Charles Oliveira made it look simple.
He didn't
Just
make it look
KO'd
simple.
Alexander Volkanovski.
Yeah,
Drew
he's not a
Dober.
lightweight.
Drew Dober.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
Islam's
he's one of the
white.
best fighters in the world. Armin Sarukian he's beaten. You know, you go
It was
through this
eons
guy's...
ago.
Yeah, but still, this guy's extremely impressive.
What I'm trying to get
You
at,
can't knock at him just because he hasn't fought the
he
best
got knocked
guys
out
yet.
by Pantoja.
by Pantoja. This, I'm just not one... I'm not a person who wants to go through his record and say he didn't fight the top of the top on his come up. I just don't think that that's really that relevant.
But
Why is
what-
it relevant?
Because I'm saying that I'm saying that Dustin Poirier is a tested lightweight
He is.
who has fought at the top for a very long time. And
And he's
apart
lost.
from Oliveira, Islam hasn't fought a lightweight like this. And he hasn't fought someone who can box like Dustin.
Dan Hooker took Dustin to a very, very close decision.
Yeah.
Dan Hooker can strike very, very well. Same with Bobby
Okay,
Green with his
okay.
striking. Same
I'll
with Charles.
take that there, but no,
Dober.
Bobby Green is not on the same level as Dan Hooker.
Not
or
on the
Dustin
same
Poirier.
level. Although...
And the Dan Hooker that fought Dustin Poirier back then is different to what we see now, in my
I don't know.
opinion.
That fight was back in 2021, so it was a long time ago.
That's
I think
right.
that
That's
could
what
be
I'm saying.
Maybe his
You
fight.
just agreed with me. Thank you.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. It was the Dan
Oh.
Hooker that we saw against
Oh.
against
Okay.
Dustin Poirier. It was
What
the
are we
same
looking at
guy.
now? Oh, Dan Hooker.
He's fought a lot.
Look.
Look,
Seriously,
look.
I
Sorry,
think
we both
Dustin
just
is giving
rhymed.
has got more of a shot than you're giving him here.
I definitely think he's got a shot. I just really, really doubt that it's going to happen.
It's really happening out
Fucking
there.
loud, guys. There's rain now. There's wind, and a plane just flew over. I think personally, I do think that Islam's going to make this one look pretty easy. I would love to say that that's not going to happen, but I really just see it happen. If Dustin is quite easy to take down for these heavy wrestlers, you know, I just don't see his takedown defense as being that solid. And he just likes to like do weird shit when it comes to takedown defense, not traditional takedown defense.
Drop a gilly.
Chucking the guillotine up there. He's done it over and over again. He did it against Khabib, and that led to his downfall. He did it against Benoit Saint Denis. Didn't lead to his downfall, but he got took down like 5 times because the idiot kept pulling them. Don't pull a guillotine, Dustin, Diamond, Diamande. Don't do it. Is what I'm saying.
What I was saying about Islam is I'm not taking anything away from the guy because, like you said, people have pulled out, and sure, that sucks. But at the same time, what I was getting at, the point that I was building to, was Dustin's on a bit of a different level to the people he's fought, apart from Charles thus far.
And Volkanovski.
Yeah, but Volkanovski's a featherweight. The only time he stepped up to lightweight with a full training
He's
camp,
fought a lot at
he
lightweight
took
before.
Islam to a
He has.
decision and gave Islam his hardest ever fight.
Yeah, no, I know.
So-
But that shows how good Volkanovski is.
Exactly.
And it shows how good Islam is, that he could come back and KO him. And I know it was on 2 weeks' notice. But, you know, I don't think that knocks how good Islam is at all, that Volkanovski did that to him. I think it shows how good Volkanovski is. You know what I mean? And he
If-
has fought at lightweight a lot.
If MMA
That's-
math prevails, that should mean that Ilia Topuria is the only guy on the roster that can beat Islam Makhachev right now.
Could be true. It could be true. Really could. I think Ilya would fuck up a lot of these lightweights, to be honest. But yeah, like I mean, Volk might be a short guy, but he's big, he's built, he's stocky, he's strong. He's
Rugby.
Australian.
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
He's an Aussie.
That's good.
They
That's good.
are built different down in Perth.
He's not from
You know?
Perth.
Well, I just wanted to say Perth.
Perth.
Anyway, guys, I'm going to say it's probably going to be a round 1 finish for Islam. It's going to be within the first 3 rounds, I think. I don't think we're going to see it go to a decision. I think we're going to see Islam get a finish, probably in the first round. What are you thinking?
Dustin Poirier gets it done.
Ah!
Dustin Poirier, 3rd round, TKO. He's going to stumble him. He's going to get him up against the fence, throw a couple hooks to the body, and then finish it off up top.
I would love to see that happen.
I'm
Let's hope
calling
that
with
that
my
happens.
heart today.
Let's hope that that happens. I
I'm
really
calling
hope
with
it
my
does.
heart. DP, all the way. Diamond.
Let's go Diamond.
Get it done.
I'm betting against you, but I do want you to win. I would absolutely love for you to win. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck in this fight.
Moving
And you know, if
on.
he does win
Oh.
and Conor McGregor wins, say, they could be that could literally be the next lightweight title
Yeah.
fight. Like that could actually happen.
Written in the stars.
I don't think that Conor's going to win there because
I
we'll
don't
talk
think
about
Connor's
that
going to make
later.
lightweight again either.
Right,
Sean
moving
Strickland
on. Sean
versus
Strickland.
Paulo Costa.
Paul O'Costa is coming back. Pretty quick turnaround
Yep.
since his last fight. Not common for him.
We love to see it.
We do love to see it.
We haven't got there yet,
We haven't.
but
Could
we'd
still not
love
happen.
to see it.
Sean Strickland has exactly double the record of Paul O'Costa,
Wow.
which is interesting.
It's a fun fact.
Just noticed that.
Did you guys have fun with that? I
Hope
did.
you do, guys. And they're the same age and same height. So
More fun facts
just shows how much
for
more
the folks at home.
active Sean Strickland is and has been as of late. Very active fighter. Paul O'Costa, not so much.
Paul O'Costa.
But he did fight recently.
yeah. So did
That
Sean.
could be a big thing. But what I'm trying to say is Paul O'Costa's lost his last couple. Well, apart from that Rockhold fight, but that was pretty close. He's never not really like looked his best in these fights. Maybe some activity will bring the best out of him.
Hopefully.
Do I think it will carry him to a win? No. I do think Sean Strickland's going to win.
Yeah, so
I
do
really
I.
do.
I think Sean is probably going to be on a bit of a redemption arc after that very close loss to DDP. He hasn't seemed happy after that in terms of what happened. Like, he's not normally one to kind of dwell on a loss, like, especially when you think about that whole Jared Cannonier thing. He talked
Yep.
a little bit of shit for a few days, but then let it
He
go.
likes to move on.
Yeah, but this whole DDP thing, he has let it hang over his head a little bit.
Seems
And
a little bit that way, yeah.
I think we'll see the guy surge back for a title shot.
I think that's what is, on the cards. If he can get it done, I mean, it's a big step up for Costa. Well, no, it's not. I mean, Robert Whittaker's the best of the best, so Sean. So we did see him come up just short against Whittaker, just short. This fight, it's. I heard. I was watching the MMA Guru stream, and someone did a chat saying like, this is like the boring fighter who. No, the good fighter who you think. The good fighter who you think would be shit against the shit fighter who you think would be good. Because like you look at Paulo fight, you're like, this guy's fucking great, but he's actually kind of shit.
Mm.
And then you look at Sean Strickland fight, you're like, this guy's fucking shit, but he's actually really good. Yeah.
That's a good take.
Thanks. Even
Nice.
though you made a little snoring noise.
Well, no, I
there.
wasn't congratulating
no,
you
it's all right.
because you
It's all
didn't
right.
come up with
No,
it. But
no, it's all right.
either way, who have you got for this?
I think that Paulo Costa can definitely get this done.
Is it 3 rounds?
5 rounds, I think.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. I think it favors Sean Strickland the longer it goes.
Definitely.
But saying that, Costa's got power no matter what round, so maybe he can hit Strickland and rock him at some point and, knock his confidence. Maybe. He's got
I
those
don't know.
spinning kicks as well. They're pretty
Yeah, they're pretty lethal.
rocked Whittaker with that.
Yeah, and if Sean gets hit with one of those, he is going to sleep. And
I
I
think
say
so,
that
yeah.
as the biggest Strickland fan, but
Look at your t-shirt.
well, you can't see my t-shirt, can you? Because
Just saying, look at your t-shirt.
I've got layers, lad. I think Sean by decision. That's what I'm saying. I'd
He
love
looks
to-
like he's very
Do you know what?
focused.
I'd actually love to see him get a finish, because that would just throw him right in there for the next shot at the belt.
Oh yeah, and just to quickly say, like, the winner of this fight should be fighting for a belt.
Yep.
Because if Costa can go in there and beat the guy, then he deserves to fight for a belt. If Strickland goes in there and beats Costa, he just had a really close fight against DDP. Definitely could have gone his way. It was really close. He deserves a rematch against DDP. Whether that will actually happen, I think they're planning on doing Izzy DDP.
Sounds like it.
Seems that way. Yeah, I'm gonna go the opposite way then. I'll go Paulo Costa by TKO in round 3. So we've just like kind of reversed the order here. You're thinking Sean by decision though, right?
Yes.
Well, we will see what happens. I think Paulo Costa's just like got this potential that is so like
It's untapped.
raw, and so it's yet to be tapped. If he can get a win against Strickland, like, and make it look good, like, so many avenues for him to go down. He just needs to like get it done. But I don't want to see Strickland. I don't really want to see either of these guys lose. You know,
Yeah, it sucks.
similar to like the Whitaker Costa fight.
I really wanted to see Strickland versus Whitaker.
Same. Maybe one day we will.
Hopefully. Look,
Obviously,
I mean,
Whitaker's fighting Chimaev at the moment.
that's right. Yeah. I mean, if Whitaker gets that done, then that could equally just put him in a position for a title shot.
Yep. Same with Chimaev, really.
Yeah.
Like, they will do that.
Yeah,
Not that
hell
he
yeah, they
deserves
will.
it, but they will do that.
Yeah, he has fucked him around a lot,
Mm.
but he has so much star power, and obviously a lot of their, I would think a lot of their funding is coming from Sandy Shores out in Saudi Arabia. There,
Camels.
yeah,
I
milking
agree.
camels.
Milking
That
camels.
that camel milk money is going a long way right
It does. It does.
now. But either way, I think we should move on. We've got another
Jumping
couple
down.
fights to
Jumping
talk
down,
about. We've
guys.
got Kevin Holland versus.
Mikhail Oleksiejczuk.
Is that it?
That's how you say it, yeah.
Cool.
I've just figured that out because I've heard other people say it.
Who's this guy fought?
So Oleksiejczuk has had some all right
He's still fairly
all right
young.
wins. He's a young guy. He's got a weird physique.
He does too.
Just pop this physique on the screen there, guys. This is not getting me hard. Not at all. It really isn't. Hey, look at him. He doesn't look like he trains.
Are you saying that male physiques do sometimes get you hard?
Maybe they do. I'm not going to give that away to our listeners. Leave that untapped. The guy looks like he's never trained a day in his life. He has, obviously, but he's 185. He doesn't look like a 185-pound guy.
Failed a drug test.
Oh, that's not good.
UFC 219. So it
Uh-oh, that was a long time ago.
was.
It was a long time ago. So let's have a wee look at Oleksiejczuk's
Sure, dog.
record on Sherdog. So his last fight was against Mikel Pereira. Strange how people can just like lose and then bounce straight back into a main card of a pay-per-view on fucking Embedded, and you know what I mean? Real odd. But
It is odd.
last fight was to Mikel Pereira, which he lost submission. Won his fight before that against Njinkanu Ni. By TKO. Submitted again. He's been submitted quite a few times in his career.
I think that could be Kevin Holland's shout then.
I'm thinking the exact same thing. I think Kevin might hurt him and then submit him,
Yep.
or maybe just submit him.
Look, and Kevin's not the kind of guy who is going to go straight for a takedown and take you down and try and submit you. He'll try and kind of craftily make his way there. He definitely wants to put on a show. Definitely wants a fight that the fans will remember. And I've always liked that about watching his fights. Like, it's always a memorable scrap.
Oh yeah.
But like you say, that might be his best way to a victory here.
I think
And if
we
he's smart, that is what he should be like. But
Is
what
he smart?
weight class
though?
is he
Kevin
fighting
Holland
at?
smart? This is middleweight. He
I
has
know.
been fighting at 170.
That's what I'm getting at. What weight class is he fighting at? What is he trying to?
I don't think he cares. I think he's
Right.
just taking fights, you know, like if there's a longer lead up time, he'll do it at 170. If it's a real quick turnaround, middleweight, fuck it, why not? Just the Kevin Holland way, you know, which I don't know whether I agree with, because stick with the division. You've got abilities, let them show, you know?
KH by sub.
I think so. I think we're going to see a standing submission.
Okay.
He might hurt him up against the fence, get into a clinch, look for like a das or like a ninja choke or like something like that.
Type shade.
It's type shade, and then maybe standing guillotine, something like that. I think we'll see him get Just a bit of a random little call there from me. That's your pick, ladies and gentlemen. Moving down the card,
Jailton
Almeida gets yet another spot on a pay-per-view after losing his last fight as well. What are we doing here?
What do you mean?
He lost his last fight to Curtis Blade. What I'm saying is, this is a main card of a pay-per-view. We've got Jailton, who's coming off a loss. Oleg Zajac, who's coming off a loss. Kevin Holland, who's coming off a loss. Randy Brown.
We can't have all winners, mate. All
Yeah,
right?
but on a
Paulo
pay-per-view
Costa's coming
card-
off a loss as well.
Yeah, but that's Paulo Costa, and he's fighting Sean Strickland. These both coming off losses. Fucking hell, man. This is ridiculous. But that's different. This is different, right? These guys are stars. It doesn't matter what is coming out. And there's title implications here. No title implications, not stars. He is a bit of a star. Not stars, no title implications. He's boring as fuck as well.
Yeah,
Randy
Almeida
Brown?
does have a bit of a problem with that.
Pillow hands against 75-year-old Eliseo Zaleski dos Santos. Why? I just don't know, okay? But anyway, Jailton Almeida gets another layup against Alexander Romanov. I think he's going to get it done.
Gee whiz.
Again, with the physique. Almeida is going to grab this guy, take him the fuck down, and beat him up.
He's a brown belt.
He's a brown belt, guys. He's a brown belt.
Well, that's something to note.
Yeah. Okay.
That's not him.
That's not him at all. But look, guys, Almeida's going to get this done. He's going to probably go to decision somehow because that's just what he does. Might get a ground and pound finish or a submission. That's what I'm saying. But probably going to be a decision, and I'm sick of it. Get him out of the UFC. Sick of it.
Shut up.
Fucking sick of it.
He is bringing
You shut up.
some technical depth to the heavyweight division. He is.
How? Explain that to me,
Because
please.
He's fraud checking these guys who only go in there as fucking
Who's he fraud
bulldozers.
checking? He got fraud checked.
Yeah, but he beat Derek Lewis.
Yeah, but that's not really a fraud check. We know what Derek Lewis is.
Yeah, but Derek
He's
Lewis
a
gets
brawler.
up.
He did get up in this fight too, and then he just got laid on. No submission attempts. What? You're changing your tune, mate.
I'm not changing my tune. What I'm saying is Jailton has a place in the UFC.
If you think so, if you enjoy
I don't
watching
think so. I
men
don't
lay on
enjoy-
top of
look.
other men without going for submissions, just laying on top of them and
There's
rubbing up
plenty
against
of
them.
other people.
Really
talking about
chiseled men.
rubbing up against.
If you enjoy really chiseled men
Yeah.
rubbing up against fat dudes and not going for submissions or throwing strikes, that's on you. That's on you.
Jailton Almeida has a place in the heavyweight division.
Okay, sure.
He does.
If you think so, that's fine.
It's a good test for people coming through. Curtis Blades passed it.
But why is it
And
on the
boom,
main
now
card
he's,
of a pay?
now he's fighting for the interim.
No.
The interim
I
belt.
I do disagree.
Cool.
I just don't think that Jailton Almeida is that good, and he's not very exciting. And again, he's lost his last fight. Why is he on the main card?
I think we're going to see Romanov by knockout.
Okay.
First round.
Do you actually?
I'm calling it. Yep. Romanov by knockout. Let's go.
Jailton, I hope you go for a submission. If you can submit this guy, you've proved me wrong. If you can make anything exciting happen, you've proved me wrong. But all this just blanketing, pushing people up against the fence, I'm sick of it.
I love
Plain and
it.
simple. No, you don't. You do not. Anyway, guys, moving down the card.
Moving down.
We tried. Randy Brown is fighting Eliseo Zaleski dos Santos. Zaleski, sorry, I kind of got that wrong. Again, why is this on the pay-per-view main card? I don't see why this should be on the pay-per-view main card.
Rude boy.
Randy Brown, obviously coming off two pretty decent wins against Wellington Turman and Muslim Salikov.
Well, that might be why he's on the main card.
No, though, it's not. That's not a good enough reason to put him on the main card of a pay. This guy's not a star. No one cares.
I
Do you?
care.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're just playing devil's advocate today.
Hey, Randy. Good
Randy
luck,
Brown
mate.
is probably going to get it done. Let's be real here. What are you thinking?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know.
So you're real interested in Randy Brown, but you don't even know.
What's he doing?
What's he doing?
What's he doing?
Randy Rude Boy Brown. So 2 wins. Lost to Jack Della. Madalena. That's his full name. Zaleski dos Santos. Last fight
Capoeira.
against this guy.
Get a draw.
A draw. This guy's fighting on this card.
He's got a win over Benoit Saint Denis.
Benoit Saint Denis, beaten by
No.
the man.
Let's do it. Let's call it.
You're gonna go with him.
Yeah,
All
fuck
right,
it.
Okay then. I see how it is.
Sorry, Randy.
I see how it is, mate.
And Randy's my friend too. He's a good mate.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. No,
Yeah.
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 I'm going to go Randy Brown by decision. I think he's going to outpoint this guy.
Someone did a hit and run on me today, Kobe.
Yeah, tell me about it.
So
I haven't heard about it yet.
I was going through a roundabout. I was turning right through the roundabout. I was coming out of the roundabout, indicating left, as you do when you exit a roundabout. And a car was coming from my left-hand side. And they just didn't even look. They drove straight into the rear of my ute and displaced my rear bumper.
Did you get mad?
No, they drove off.
Did they really?
They just took off.
So they like obviously bumped into you. It wasn't
Yep.
just like a nick that.
No, they hit me and then they drove away. An old lady.
Oh well.
Not like old lady.
Oh, just like a lady.
It was like a middle-aged
Did
lady.
she look at you? Like
I didn't see because it happened so quickly. And I was looking ahead and I had a passenger in the car as well and he thought he was going to get hit.
did he scream?
No. He's like, whoa, bro, look out. And then we got hit. And that was it.
So is there any major damage to the truck?
My bumper has been misplaced. Was like still on the truck, but it's like kind of been pushed in one direction.
You were listening to One Direction.
We were listening to One Direction.
So Jackson was listening to One Direction and an old lady hit him in the back.
Baby, you sideswiped my car like nobody else. The way that you ripped your bumper.
Anyway, guys, Conor McGregor. No. So yeah, I'm sorry
Conor
about that. I'm sorry that happened to you. But I guess the shining light being you don't own the car. So
That's right.
Any damage, it's not going to be on you.
I
is
won't
it?
have to drive it.
Let's make a
in-
short out
in
of this, and
2
Trish will
months.
probably like it because she always likes her.
Yeah. Shout out to Trish.
Does she know
for
about the-
always liking our shorts?
Yeah, shout out. Does she know
Yeah,
about?
I told her I was in a car accident. She's like, oh, "Are you okay?"
a car accident.
Yeah, that's what I've been telling everyone. I said to them I'd need tomorrow off to mentally recover.
Did you really?
Yes. And they said no.
Good. Thank God they said no. Jackson's a bitch. I did want to bring up that Conor McGregor was spotted
Jackson's a bitch.
partying
Party.
at the
Party.
what is it, the Black Forge Inn. We have a sighting. Did we talk about this on last week's show? I can't remember.
Who
Sorry,
cares?
last show. I'm just a little bit worried. So there's two things that this could have been. It could have been Conor McGregor absolutely sending it, which we're pretty used to seeing. Conor McGregor sending it hard in his club all night, didn't get much sleep, drinking till the sun comes up in his pub.
Drinking till dawn.
And usually that would be okay, but the guy's in fight camp, you know? So if that is the case, it's pretty worrying because he's only 6 weeks out from his
Michael
big fight
Chandler
against Michael
has been
Chandler.
training for this guy
years.
for 2 years now.
And we know that he's not taking a break. We know that he's not going out drinking, partying.
And Conor has been training for what, 6 weeks? Seriously?
Yes, I think so. He's been doing a little bit of training outside of that, but let's be real. It's not a good
I'm
sign.
pretty real.
Good. Let's be real. This is not a good sign. This is not a good sign from McNuggets. So basically, that's one option that I just said. Or maybe he just popped into the club to hype everyone up for 30 minutes, had a dance around with his wife. He didn't have a drink in his hand when we saw him. He looked pretty all right. Took his shirt off. Yeah, but like, who knows?
Coulda
That's
had a
all I'm
bit of-
saying.
coulda had
Who
a bit
knows? Yeah, could have done. But look, there's two things that it could have been, and let's hope that it's the latter. He didn't have a drink. He was there for 30 minutes to publicize his weird drink that I do want to try one of those, to be fair. He was there for 30 minutes and then he left. Went home, had a good night's sleep, and trained again in the morning. That's one option.
Yeah.
But then there's the other option, and that's a worrying option. We all saw what he looked like on Oscar Willis's show when he had a sniff of the beer.
We've all been there, haven't we?
We've all been there. When we've been
We've been
trying,
like,
well, not
"Ooh,
really to
I'm
that
not-
level, I don't think.
I'm not going to drink.
And then you do.
Yeah. And then next thing you know, you're trolleyed.
You'd
Walking
think
home in a
maybe-
cowboy
well-
hat and people are throwing fucking eggs at you.
Well, guys, leave a comment below if you're listening. Would you throw an egg at someone at 3 in the morning if you had an egg on you with a cowboy hat on? If these guys have got eggs, they're obviously going out to egg people. Let's be real.
I was
You
pretty
had a
impressed
cowboy hat on.
that they hit me while they were
Well, you're
driving.
like huge. You're like, what, 106 kgs now?
I literally told you just before this started what I weighed.
And he
you're
doesn't
just
do
being,
legs.
No, you're being a piece of shit is what you are.
Whoa!
You scrawny little boy.
Hey mate, I'm good. I'm good here. I can actually like move, get through doors,
I can do that too.
get in my car without hurting myself.
That was me leaning into the back seat and hitting my head on.
He's got dodgy knees, and he doesn't even work out his legs, not even slightly. And that would fix
That
his
is
dodgy knees.
Also a lie.
Guys,
What else can we talk about? Is there anything else we can talk about?
no, I'm sorry,
Can
Jackson.
you stop? No, you're not, because you bring this up all the time
Yeah,
and you
'cause
make a
you
little
need
thing
to start
out of
doing
it.
legs, guys. Comment down below if you think Jackson should be consistently working out his legs. He works really hard on his arms and his back and his chest and his what else? That's
My
it.
shoulders.
Shoulders, traps, all this stuff. Not really abdominals. I don't think you do much ab workout. But he fully neglects his legs. Guys, I'm gonna put a poll down below. You vote if Jackson
put a
should be
poll
doing.
down below.
All right, Jesus, you said it like that. All right, guys, what else can we talk about?
What? Strickland makes shock retirement admission.
Read this headline.
Moment. Tongue-wagging Conor McGregor lunges for a woman's breast whilst dancing during a wild night in the controversial former MMA star's Dublin bar. Conor McGregor appears to open a woman's blouse during a night out in Dublin. The woman in the video does not appear to be his fiancée, Dee Devlin. They're married, aren't they?
No, their fiance.
Really?
I'm pretty sure it is D because there's another video of him in that same shirt with D from the same night out. He drunk, didn't he? He definitely fucking drunk. Have you seen this video? I'm not going to show it on the podcast because whoever wrote this article fucking hates the guy.
Daily Mail.
Tongue-wagging
Oh,
Conor
Daily
McGregor.
Mail is
Who wrote this?
terrible.
James Cooney. Fuck you, James. And Shane Bugden. I bet you James Cooney looks like an absolute soy.
James Cooney.
Let's have a look at James Cooney. Does he have a picture? Show us. Senior sports reporter. Show us a picture.
Go back and go images.
I want to see this soy boy. Is that him?
Looks like it.
Well, he's got a huge forehead. And he's dressed like a prick. And I reckon I could beat him up. And I think you could too. Anyway, guys, look. Do we have anything to say about this drink?
I've said a lot.
Jackson, do we have
Oh,
anything
dude,
else
I've got
to
a lot to
say?
say about this drink.
I'm going to go straight out there.
Yeah, go
and
on.
I'm going to give this a 7.
7 on the dot. I was going to give it a 7.6, mate.
So this is set there at 7.3. Let's just...
Baby, you sideswipe my car like an old lady. And then you take off and
What's it-
that's
what's it
really
called?
fucking shady.
What's it
It's
called?
called Monster Ripper. Monster Ripper. Just like Jack. And it is a...
It's a 7.3, guys, and that tops our leaderboard. Woo! Yeah!
I did think from the first sip that this was going to be a winner.
And it did. It did the winning.
Prevailed. How much have you drank of this?
Not that much. You can feel it.
I'll feel it. Oh, yeah.
I don't
Not
want to
even
stim
halfway.
myself. I will drink this at some point, but
That's nice.
I just didn't want to stim myself
Ooh,
up too much.
That's a cool photo.
Oh, it is. Should I share the screen? Look
Yeah.
at this, guys.
Hey, guys, look at this. It's a
How cool is
little
that?
cave.
Reminds me of that movie with James Franco in it. Anyway, guys, look, I hope you enjoy UFC 302,
Was
which
that
is coming
the
up this week.
6 million hours one?
It's like 100 and something hours.
Oh, yeah. I did think that was a lot of hours.
It's a lot of hours, mate.
It's like almost
He'd
an
probably die.
unthinkable amount of hours.
It is. Did you actually think that's what it was?
No, I'm making a play on something that shall not be seen.
Oh, okay. Why does he have to do that, eh? You're never going to get on Ariel's show.
Oh.
Look, guys, moving on. We will see you next week. Let's hope that Dustin Poirier gets it done. We've got a great video coming out tomorrow. Fruitiest MMA fighters. So
check
we'll
it
see you
out.
then, guys. See you then. Enjoy.